corporate again. I made a call. I made a call on what was that? I think that's probably Tuesday, Monday. Today is Monday of next week, but that was last week. I made a call. I think that's probably Wednesday last week. I made a phone call to corporate at Phoenix Metals, and I didn't get a call back yet. This is where I live at, my home here. And if I was able to finish out the week, I would have had my rent, but I got fired. Well, I already made a video about that. I got fired from my job in real life because of other things going on. And the accident that happened, I'm still waiting about the video footage, but I'm making a call to corporate so that way I can see what I need to do for my next steps about that situation that happened. And the next day I went out to the gas station. Actually, it was that morning, I think, before I went to work. A guy walked in the gas station. He said struggling up the street. That was that morning. I didn't even find out that I got fired yet. But I walked to the gas station. He said struggling, or that's probably the next morning after I found out. He walked in the gas station. It was like struggling, hippy hoppity, and he looked at me and said struggling. But yeah. Right here at the gas station by Spring Hill High School. Just fired me from my real job at Phoenix Metals. They said it's because of my performance, but my performance was good every day. My first week there, the bander wasn't working. Maintenance had to come switch out the bander and get a different bander. And I was working with Ryan. Then he's from California. I think he said he's from I can't remember what part of California at the moment. But I was working with Ryan, and Ryan thought he was had allergies or something. But some days the one day he just kept sticking himself with his I thought it was like an EpiPen, but he stuck himself out every 10 minutes with it right there in the stomach. I was like, I'm not sure. He said it was allergies, but he just kept sticking himself over and over with it, probably like 5 different times in the hour. But he was hired in. He the one who told me. He said best thing to do is wait until you get hired in, and then get trained on the forklift. Fairfax, California. That's where he's from. And then get trained on the forklift because then you'll get the bonus. So it's better to wait till you get hired in to get trained on the forklift because being on the forklift isn't a mandatory thing that they tell you when you first get hired in, and it's not in the paperwork that says you have to be a mandatory forklift driver. And I know I see him hopping on the forklift, stuff like that. He's hired in, even though he has a yellow hat. Everybody else that's hired in has a blue one. But some people will just hop on there to show me that they can drive it. Okay, that's cool. You get paid to drive the forklift and you get the bonus. You sign in with your fingerprint. Me, I'm through a tape agency. Yeah, you get a bonus once you get trained on it after you get hired in, and then that's when you get the medical and other benefits. Like the injury I have to my finger, it's not covered by the company because I'm not hired in. So let me give a call to corporate again, and maybe I can reach someone. But in the paper I have, it doesn't say you have to be a mandatory forklift driver. But that was the reason why they said I was let go, because I didn't want to drive a forklift. But hello, my name is Deontay Cannon. I called a couple days ago to speak to somebody at corporate about a situation at another plant. No, ma'am. It went straight to voicemail. I got transferred to I think somebody in HR, and it went straight to voicemail. Okay. And I just gotta record this just in case if I need to find a lawyer or somebody to represent me for this case, because I mean this is workman's comp. And the way I was let go just wasn't the right way I should have been fired because of the accident that happened. There's near miss, near accident, near death. That was basically a near death accident. KPA teaches different trainings, and you have to take those different lessons about training. So I even had KPA that was a month expired. That I should have did a month ahead of time, but
Okay, thanks for holding. I'm going to transfer you to Alyssa.
okay.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Well.
Let's see.
Sorry, Alyssa Belcher is not available. Record your message at the tone. When you are finished, hang up or press pound for more options.
Hello, Alyssa Belcher. My name is Deontay Cannon. I called a couple days ago, and I had left a voicemail because there was a situation. I worked at the plant in Spring Hill, Tennessee, on 4645 Port Royal Road, and I got fired on February 21st. I got a phone call from the temp agency saying that I was being let go because of my work performance and tardiness, and because I didn't want to learn how to drive a forklift, and I wasn't hired in yet. I started working there at that plant on November 2nd of 2023, and as I know, I didn't have any. Well, I talked to the supervisor, and I asked him if I had any points or anything like that, and he said that through me being through a tip agency that I wouldn't have any points for being if I'm a little late or anything like that. That I wouldn't have any points since I was through a temp agency, and because there was times where the Uber I had problems with my phone or I started working another job, but I did request to get moved to third shift probably like a month before the 21st, so that was probably back in February. Back in January, I got asked to move to third shift, but he told me I couldn't at the time because he just hired on a couple of people. But then I think a person got fired from third shift. Then we had probably 3 people quit third shift since I've been there, and had other people quit on second shift and only show for one day. But there was an accident that happened on February 20th there, probably between 10 p.m. and 10:30 p.m. Right when third shift showed up before where they were having their meeting, the accident happened, and that wasn't it was a near accident or a near miss. That was like a near death accident because the guy who got injured, it was his first day working, and he worked the whole shift, and our shift. Well, we moved to 10-hour shifts there, so we'll be there till 12:45. So the accident was between 10 p.m. and 10:30 p.m. And the guy he got pressed between the machine and our scrap metal bin. The scrap metal bin opened up on him and smashed him in between the machine and the scrap metal that was in the bin had all came out, and it was all of that weight was right there on the center of his back, and his chest was facing towards the machine, and he was on the ground, and it was a bad situation. You could tell that he couldn't breathe, and that he was like, because all that weight that was pressed on top of him. So me and a couple other guys we had went and helped him out in the situation, and I got injured in the process of helping him out, or trying to get him from up under it, because I went on the side he was under, because I seen all the weight on him and the position he was in. It just don't look good at all. So I went into Phoenix and Metals on the 21st and spoke to the head supervisor. He told me he wasn't told about the accident, didn't know anything about it, that he was actually told on the 20th that the guy went home early to go watch his little sister at 9 p.m. He was told he went home early, so he didn't even know the guy stayed for the full shift, and that the injury happened. The injury wasn't told to anyone. Normally, when injury happens or if a pallet falls over from the forklift, they'll say on the intercom, okay, we need everybody over here. We have to have a safety meeting or a company meeting, but that didn't happen. No other shifts knew about the situation that happened. And excuse me, Shane. Okay, Shane had me write a report about the situation, and I did go there. I asked if I could be escorted to the back to go get my personal belongings, and the woman at the front desk, she said, okay, hold on a second, Shane's on his way towards the front, but it took him a little while to get towards the front, and he cut my locker off of the lock, even though I have my key. Oh, okay, I'm approaching.
Finish your recording after the tone.
Okay, so then Shane, he cut off my lock from my locker, even though I had the key for it. And I mean, it wasn't a cheap lock. I had bought that lock at Target, and it cost it was more than just a couple of dollars for that lock. So I wrote out a report, and
You have reached the maximum length for a recording. To send this message, press pound or hang up. To play, your message has been sent. If you would like to try an extension, you may do so now. Goodbye.
call back and speak to Alyssa again. Yes, I'm sorry. May I speak to Alyssa again?
Okay, 1 moment, please. Thank you for calling. Phoenix Metal Solicitor speaking.
Oh, hey, Alyssa. My name is Deontay Cannon. I was just calling. I left a voicemail. Hold on a second.
Okay.
I'm trying to record it because I might.